Hey guys, what's going on today? It's Max. So today we're going to be running through a floor of Toah hard that I think a lot of people, and you see my runes, or I'm showing everybody my runes now. He's rune decent, okay, but that Rika's still got, you know, she's not even got her runes maxed out, and I've used her this way for over a year. I mean, maybe that's laziness on my part or whatever, but you know, she works. Bastat's rune really well. Varad's rune really well. You know, decent. My Dover is rune really well. Because I used to use him in a bomb comp a lot. If y'all have seen my last few videos, you know I like the Lucian. I like the Zyros things. You know, I'm going to be getting into a couple of different, you know, some changes, variations, probably some comps that some of y'all may have seen, but I'll be getting into that. One thing I want to say before we jump into this is I appreciate everybody that subbed to my channel and everything. You know, I just hit 250 subs, and you know, I'll be honest. Yeah, you know, I may be whatever. People say, oh, Max, you're OP, this, that. I'm not, okay? I'm really not. I'm just giving my perspective of the game, like, as I see it. And, you know, with the units that I can play with, and, you know, things that I can test out, and theory craft. You know, that's the type of stuff I like to do. And if people like it, you know, great. But I never thought I would have, you know, 50 subscribers, much less 250. I mean, it just, I really appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody that subscribed and everything. So, you know, that out of the way, on comments and everything, I try to get to all the comments. I try to answer all the comments, as many as I can, but I don't have a ton of time, you know, between, you know, doing it and, you know, playing the game and as well as work and all that good stuff. I don't have time to answer all the comments, but I do try to get to as many as I can. So you just be patient with me on that. But you know, like I said, I do try to get to them, and I'm gonna start putting, you know, my favorite comment at the end of every video. You know, so you know, people kind of see what everybody else is thinking and what I'm thinking. You know, if something interesting gets said, you know, I'm definitely gonna put that there. So, and I do, you know, take requests on things that people want to see. You know, matter of fact, the last few videos have all been, you know, kind of requested. You know, people wanting to see, you know, my version of a God Lucian's runes, and you know what types of comps I use, and you know, like how my Julianne was built. You know, with when I got Trinity. You know. They wanted to see that, you know, just different stuff like that, you know. So I do take suggestions and that sort of stuff. So, but you know, just leave it in the comments, and I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. You know, if it seems interesting, I'll definitely do it. But this team, so I want to talk about this. Yeah, we are doing a full auto of this Ragdoll floor, but don't let that fool you. I have been playing for just, you know, half a decade, seems like now, and this team is not free to play, not, you know, free to play friendly at all. I've had Jameer for a long time, and that's about it. All the other units are semi new. I've had Jameer, you know, since my second year playing in the game. Everything else I got into my third year playing. So you know, all good units, but all replaceable. You know, Varad's replaceable by the Water Homunculus. Obviously, he's going to take the first shot from Leo. It's Leo. The Dover here and the Rika on Despair, they really help for stuns. And, of course, Varad, he's the stun king. Bombs help. You know, you can use any bomber. If you don't have Dover, I would recommend Taurus, okay, because he actually puts skills on cooldown with his third skill. After him, Malacca, and you can even run 2 bombers and do this on manual. Varad, if you don't have, or not Varad, sorry, if you don't have Jameer, you can run Ganny, you can run Mab, you can run things, you know, something like that. Anything to reduce cooldowns, Frigate if you've got him, you know, but anything to reduce cool times on your units, you know, is going to be great. you don't have to run Bastet. Bastet I run for the little bit of damage mitigation and to get the attack buff and that sort of thing. But she's not necessary. You can run a Beretta or something like that for Rika. You can run a Spectra. I've run Spectra for years and years and years. I used to run Malacca in Dover's place. So, I wasn't autoing, but I was doing this floral manual, no problem. So, but I just figured, that'd be interesting, people to see kind of what I'm using and that sort of stuff. So, here we're going into Lyrith, going into her into the 4100, and so that she TOA hard 100 on particularly the Lyrith floor actually got a buff, if you want to call it that. It got harder, I should say. So the green Apparition or the green Lyrith, okay, the one on the right here, she takes attack bar. And I know a lot of people know this, but maybe some people listening don't. Some people don't know what much about TOA hard or Lyrith clears or whatever. Maybe never cleared TOA, but I just want to say it anyway. So she takes attack bar. Tessarian's the man. Okay, this team I've autoed Lyrith with this team, but I today, just for speed purposes, I wanted to go ahead and manual it, get it done, get it out of the way. No derps, no issues, right? And then just get it done. Barian, I've seen him I've seen some of his streams where he autos this TOA hard. People asked him in chat, hey, what's your team for TOA hard? And after he had already beat TOA hard, he went ahead and ran TOA hard just to show him, what his team was, and it was Varad and pretty much nothing but 2, 3, and 4 stars in his team comp. Attack bar reduction, Spectra was in it. Or I'm sorry, he had Jameer. I believe he had Varad, but the whole team just completely autoed this floor, no problems. Back in the day before I had Tessarian, I used Toah. I used in Bastet's place, I used to use Bernard. So everybody can do different things, but we are going to jump into summons, and we're also going to buy the 100 million download packs or whatever, and I'm hoping to get some good re-apps out of that, which I'll do those later. But I'm kind of curious. I've been going in between the runes or getting the grinds, and I really think I'm going to go with the grinds just because they've got 5 legendaries, which would be and of course you get 5 or 6 legendary runes too, for the $100 pack. So they're both tough, but for me personally, the re-apps is a must. It's the best value, period. It can progress you the furthest in this game. If you're totally free to play and you're well, first off, if you're totally free to play and want to stay that way, no problem. Just have fun, play the game. But if you do want to purchase something, the re-apps are the best value, in my opinion, for the money. Okay, I don't buy summons. I don't do that sort of business. I've got a lot of units, and it's there's a really strong chance that I'll get a dupe anyway. So it's it's like whatever. I don't worry about the summons. The summons, most of my scrolls, I'm just saving them. I'm just saving them each and every week, and I collect scrolls from Arena and that sort of business, and just save my scrolls. So and I try to go between TOA hard rotations. When it resets, I just save from point A to point B and pop them all. I was actually pretty lucky. Here recently with the rotations and everything. I got Trinity on the last rotation, which was my second LD Nat 5 in the last few months. And I really wasn't expecting it. It's really nice unit. I love her. I made a video all about her. Veteran RTA. I love the unit. It's a really good unit. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and fast forward, get through this clear, and we'll come back when we're getting the pack.
12 seconds later.
Okay, we got it done. We're gonna go ahead and grab these get this pack here. I'm doing reappraisals and I'm doing the grinds and everything. Go ahead and get that. And we're gonna grab this one as well. Got 16 reappraisals, so it costs a little bit of money, but this is a pretty good value. You know, if you're gonna spend money, this one here is definitely one to spend on. You know, I mean, I'm not telling anybody to spend money. Totally cool if you don't, but you know, it's a pretty good one. Let's see what kind of grinds we get. So HP's great. Defense is great. That's crap, and that's whatever. Resistance is a lie when it's on your unit. Alright, so let's see what we get. Alright, that's junk. That's good. I'll take that. I love that. I need that for Katarina, Lucian. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay. Alright, let's jump over and start popping these scrolls. Alright, so I fed my Devilmon to Chandra and Alicia. We're just hoping for any, honestly, 4-star Cannon Girl skill up, which would be Abigail or Scarlet. That would be great. The snipers, any LD Lightning. I am not expecting LD Lightning at all. I've been too lucky here too recently, so let's go ahead and start popping these mysticals. This is just the scrolls from TOA and scrolls that I've saved. So for the last few weeks or so, since the last time I popped any. Let's see, we got a Wuchi. Wuchi's a great unit. That's another unit that you can throw in TOA hard, by the way. If you don't have a Brad, I mean, he works fine. There are people that run double bomber and Wuchi with Hawthorne, you know, things like that. You know, sleep teams that with bombs mixed in, they're pretty good. You know, because you're guaranteeing, if you land in double bombs, you're guaranteeing the stun when they pop back awake from being asleep. All right, we got an awakened Charger Shark, looks like. So just one lightning so far out of those 22. I've got a few more. Yeah, a few more elemental. We got some wind scrolls here. All right, no lightning, and then we've got one fire scroll and then 4 water. Okay, Kali. Let's see if we can get lightning. Okay, we got lightning. Hey, that's Camilla. All right, I love Cammy. Cammy solos. You know, she solos defenses in. Look at there. I got a Woosa. All right. I may actually build another Woosa. I actually already have. We got a Lucian. What else? Toah. So I've got both of those units already, but you know, I'll always take more. I mean, I really wasn't expecting that. You know, back to back and so, you know, such few scrolls. I mean, that's not normal. Okay, Camille's. Now I tell you what. So that Dark Harpy there, and I forget her name. I'm terrible with names, but the Dark Harpy. There are GB10 teams that actually run her in Giants and have really fast clears because of the defense break and the branding. So these are my fire units that I've got. This is what I'm missing. Fire Druid, Ophelia, and then Scarlet for the 4-star. Like I said, I'm more than lucky on this account and you know, on my account and everything. I've been more than lucky. I pulled a ton of units. I've got almost all the water now. I pulled Alberto here last TOA reset, I believe. Let's see, and then on the wind, I actually have Alchemir, but I've never awakened him because I run Lucian, you know. So yeah, and I'm missing the Cannon Girl. Just missing basically the new units. Guys, I really appreciate y'all watching. Until the next video, y'all have a good one.